Hey, what's good, y'all? Hope y'all having a good one. It is currently not bad. Never mind. I can't even do that no more. But it is 2:12 p.m. Um, Once again, we had some errands that we got to run this morning. Helping out my mom, and came back, got straight to it, finished up where we left off, and here we are. Um, I'm not gonna lie. Today, I'm feeling a lot better compared to how I was yesterday. Um, as I said yesterday in the last video, there was a bit weighing on my shoulders. I was presented with pending doom. Nah, it was just something that I wasn't expecting, something that I wasn't planning for. But just to give a quick rundown, later on in the year, I will be needing to take a trip. So, with that, not just would this also be affected, you know, because I'm not going to be able to take my full setup, and I'm not going to be able to do, what I've been doing, but also De Niro, because I'm not finna be no freeloader. Even though this is a trip that I'm asked to attend, um, I'm not looking to, just rely on the other parties to make sure that I'm good, And I think that was probably the main thing that was like bothering me, because I was like, yo, a nigga low key broke. And I wasn't planning on taking another fucking trip. I already been on 2 vacays in this year. Did I enjoy them? Yes, because it was time with family. But like, bro, vacays ain't cheap. It's money. And with this coming up, hotels, food, I don't know how long we finna be there. So it's like, bro, so I think that's the main thing that was bothering me, is like, damn, we really gonna be broke. And it's like, once we do, find ourselves a little job, it's like, I'm gonna be saving up and making money, but it's not even going towards me. It's going towards another cause, which is a good cause. Let me say that. But it's just like, damn, bro, like, for as long as I can remember, I've tried my best to be independent and, just stay out the way, not really bother anybody with any of my issues, not, put too much weight on anybody else. And I say not put too much, really, like, low key, and this is being so serious, I can count probably on, let's be generous, 2 hands, the amount of times within like the last 2 years, where I've like actually asked somebody for like, like help. Like, oh, maybe my car broke down. I need a ride to work or something like that. But money, I never really, like, yeah, nah. Yeah. So it's like, with me living my life this way, I'm doing my own thing, making my own decisions, not really relying on anybody else to kind of, you know, take care of me. I just, I feel a certain type of way when, now it's like I'm being interjected and involved in, I'm not going to say people's problems, but these circumstances, you know. And it's like, bro, all the decisions that I've made, like, in the back of my mind, I'm never like, okay, I'm going to do this, but I'm expecting, such and such to help me out with whatever it may be. And I'm just like, bro, I'll be chilling, being by myself, like. But you know what? As they say, the this isn't something that, people sign up for, but it's something that whenever you are called, you should answer. And, I all I can do is just thank the Most High, for putting me in this position to where, like, I am able to help. I am able to provide and be of service, you know? And yeah, even though it might feel like, oh, I really don't want to, I have other things going on, like, at the end of the day, who knows what might come of this. So yeah, I'm definitely getting over it. I'm getting more um, okay with what is going to happen. And yeah, I'm just, trying to take it day by day. But yeah, now let's get into. Let me just play the clip.
In society, people look at vulnerability as a weakness, but vulnerability is one of the greatest sources of strength that we possess because it provides a connection that I don't know another way that you can get it. Yeah. In terms of, it's almost spiritual, because when you connect on that level and you show a level of vulnerability, you show a level of growth, but also you give other people permission to grow.
Exactly. There you go. Now you're talking.
You give other people permission to grow when you show the side of vulnerability to you as a leader, as a father, as a mother, as a brother, as a friend. When you're vulnerable in situations, now you're giving other people permission to be vulnerable with you, and you create a connection that's spiritual.
And yeah, man. And as I kind of reflect on, what I'm going through, I do believe this could be helpful. I'm not gonna lie. Though I am honest, I don't lie. I would say I am guilty of internalizing, some of the feelings and emotions that may arise, and rightfully so. Emotions, they come and they go. They don't stay. So it's like, in my head, why even address, how I'm feeling in this moment when I know in 2, 3, 4, 5 moments down the line, I'm gonna be chilling, But it wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt to be honest, to be vulnerable and speak my truth, even if it's just my truth in this moment. It can help, and that's what I want to kind of extend to you guys. I don't know your past, but speaking from my experiences, I have encountered, some individuals that I have opened up to and been honest with, and it didn't really, pan out the way I wanted it to, pan out the way it should. But I still don't think that is a reasonable excuse to then go throughout the rest of your life, with this guard up, so to say. There are relationships out there that are waiting to be built, waiting to be strengthened, waiting to be reinforced. But because of your lack and my lack of vulnerability, we're stopping that. So, going forward, let's try and do that. Let's try and be a bit more vulnerable. It's okay. I know it's scary. You don't know how they finna take it. You don't know if they finna weaponize, what you share. But there's a level of peace and that you get from being vulnerable, being honest, being truthful. Content creation, it is hard, difficult. It is No guarantees. Like, and I'm gonna just step outside myself right now. There is a possibility that me doing this, me making this content, me starting this journey, let me say this, there is a reality. There we go. Like, they're like, oh, the universe is infinite and constantly expanding, so there's different realities and stuff. There is a reality out there where I am showing up. I am, making these videos, posting every day, consistent, and it doesn't work. That just isn't this reality, though. I want to make that clear. But there is a reality out there where something happens and this doesn't work, and that is a thought that troubles a lot of people. That scares a lot of people, especially when they try to go down this route of becoming their own boss. It's no guarantee, but it is possible. If you quit, for sure you ain't gonna get from point A to point B. But if you hold on a bit longer, you keep showing up, you just might get to point B from point A. Hey, I'm just saying the facts. But yes. So, going forward, don't be afraid to let your guard down a little bit, man. I get it. The world seems like every time you go on social media, it don't look good out there. It really don't. But if it's a relationship that, a relationship with a person that and you trust, they shouldn't have to be treated the same as the person who did you wrong in the past, or the individual, partner, family member, friend. So yeah, keep that in mind. Keep it chin up, king and queen. And despite what life throws at you, keep going. Cause I'm gonna cut that out. Keep going. Cause it does get better. But yeah, that's all I got for today. I appreciate you guys tuning in, liking, subscribing, commenting. I'll be seeing the comments. I'll be replying to them. And yeah, if you made it this far and you're not subscribed, come on, man. It's free. You ain't finna get no spam mail, no nothing. Just hit that red button, man. It goes a long way. But yeah, thank you again. You guys be safe. Y'all take it easy, and I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. Yeah.